Hey guys, it's Joe Nathan here, and I'm here to talk about the Studio 397 Endurance Pack, kind of an overview, a review, and a preview of some more things to come. So, let's talk about the cars here. We got 5 cars, and they are multi-class. So we get the Orica 07 Ll P2, the Norma M30 Ll P3, the Porsche 911 RSR GTE, the Corvette C7R GTE, and the BMW M8 GCE, an exclusive car to rFactor 2 at the moment. These cars are brand new, they're up to date, they're top quality, but they are DLC for a fair price, I would say, but I'm going to talk about the price a little bit more later. It's going to be an interesting subject, and I definitely want to touch on it more. Let's talk about the cars, let's dive into there first. Alright, so leading off, we have the Orica 07 Ll P2. This car is the only car in its class, and it is the fastest car in the pack, as there's no LMP1 in it. So this car right here won Le Mans 2017. It has plenty of feedback and resources backing it. Duquine Engineering is one of the teams. Dragon Speed and Jackie Chan Racing are the other two. So they have the resources here. As far as the other cars go in this pack, they don't have as many teams and resources listed. That being said, this car right here is going to be a hard car to master, but it's going to be fairly easy to drive. As far as the default setup goes, it's very safe. So you could be driving it, you'll be thinking, there's got to be more downforce to this thing, and it's really just because the setup is built so it doesn't rotate a whole lot. So yeah, this car right here, if you change the ride heights, you put them down to the minimums, it's going to be an entirely different beast. Lots of oversteer and sliding, and yeah, it's going to be more of a challenge. So there's not a whole lot of setup options on this car, but once you dive deeper into the setup, it's mostly suspension work that you'll be able to do to the car. And yeah, so this is an exciting one. Right in front of me there we got a Norma M30 Ll P3, so you get to see the speed differential here. The Norma M30 is an interesting car. I've not heard of it before until, well, just now with this pack. You can get a look at it here. It's this engine sound a little deeper than the Orica. So this one doesn't have ABS or traction control, and that's about its only selling point, just because it's an LMP3. It's not that exciting. I don't think a whole lot of people could be driving this car. So they have feedback from Duquine Racing here, from ELMS. This car, again, I think it's going to be the redheaded stepchild of this pack. Right here in front of me, I've got 2 more LMP3s and a couple more behind me. This is the most you're going to see in a race, I'm sure. Like, this is just not going to be a popular car. It's kind of fun, but it's not fast enough compared to the GTEs. Speaking of GTEs, this one right here is the Porsche 911. So this car, very latest spec of the car, Porsche helped a lot in making this car, and this is the mid-engine beast that we all know and love, that's on Assetto Corsa and on iRacing, and this is a very predictable, fun car to drive, lots of grip, lots of rotation. As far as sounds go, if you like this sound, then you probably really like this car. It's probably my second favorite sound, but my favorite handling out of the 3 GTEs we'll be talking about today. As far as Porsches go, the Porsche 911 GTE and other sims, this is going to be the best one out of all those sims I just mentioned. Assetto Corsa and iRacing, this is the best Porsche you're going to get. Now for Corvettes, this is the Corvette right here. The brand new Corvettes is the very latest spec of the car as well. It's going to be way better right now than the C6R GT one. It's already in rFactor 2. That one is definitely a classic car at this point. This car right here is very successful. It's won a lot of races. It's very popular. It's a sexy car, man, let's be real. Now this car has updated its diffuser and rear wing, so that's reflected in the sim. And again, this is a deeper sound to the engine. If you like this sound, this is my favorite sound, then yeah, you're not gonna have any problems driving this car. It's a joy. So it does feel like the front end's a little heavier than the Porsche, but nonetheless, here's the BMW. A little quieter, a little more tame, not as exciting. As far as the car goes, I mean, this one's gonna be very straightforward to drive. I mean, it's gonna drive itself. So you don't really have to do a whole lot behind the wheel. It's a relaxing drive. The sound isn't all too menacing. The exterior, well, the BMW. So I think it looks pretty great. But again, yeah, It's not as menacing. It's not as difficult to drive. This is going to be your Sunday drive kind of car if you're looking for that. If you want a car that's just balanced and steady, this is it. You know, if you want to have a 24-hour race with as few moments as possible, this is it right here. But this is the first time to properly feature this car, so that's pretty neat for rFactor 2 to go ahead and make this car. No other sim has it as official content, so that's great. But this one possibly has less data put into it, as Studio 397, they only said that they talked to drivers and teams at Spa earlier this year, so that's pretty much that. Not that it really matters too much. I mean, it's still a great car, as you can see it here at Sebring. There it is. It just looks great, and the exterior sounds a little bit better than the interior. But anyways, nonetheless, let's talk about the pack itself and what it introduced. So it did introduce a tire model update. You can feel the tires are they're just great, like always here in rFactor 2. Like, you know, they're never letting us down with these tires, and the new tires, they're not on the GT3 pack just yet. They're exclusive to the Endurance pack at the moment, but they will be ported over to the GT3s, and it will slow those cars down. But they also have the position LEDs on the sides of the car, so you can see it right there, and that's always a nice touch. Just the little things that, you know, you just expect the sim to have, and now we've got it on rFactor 2, so that's awesome. But as a whole, this is obviously a great pack, but let's talk about the price, because this is something that I'm a little more concerned about. Alright, so the price for these 5 cars is $17.37. You can debate all you want whether or not that's a fair price. I will say that I think it is for these 5 cars. I think it's a fair price. But what I think is unfair is for anyone who just bought rFactor 2, say they bought it today, looking to get into the Endurance pack. They just bought it today and they want to drive these cars. They have to buy rFactor 2, and then they're going to have to buy the Endurance pack. So 2 separate purchases. What I think is unfair about that is if you don't buy the Endurance pack, you don't install any mods, none of that stuff, what you get is some outdated content, some classic cars basically, like the Corvette C6R that's in there from like 2009. That is not an appealing car. Nobody's buying rFactor 2 to drive the latest cutting edge Corvette, and then they're going to be, oh, well, this is fine driving a car from way back when that nobody's driving anymore, or a Marussia from 2012. Like, nobody's driving that stuff anymore. They want this. So I think if you've been an owner of rFactor 2 for a certain amount of time, you should have to purchase this pack. But if you're brand new, you're a brand new customer, these cars need to be at the forefront. They need to be put right out there on the showroom floor of rFactor 2. They need to be the first thing that pops up. They need to be included in the base game. And if you've bought the online lifetime pass, then you should also be able to get this pack for free or something like that, because that's a loyalty prize as well. But basically, rFactor 2, this pack right here is going to be pretty good at bringing in more guys, more sim racers, and if they were to make it included in the base purchase for no extra charge, I think that would also bring more people in, and it'll keep them for longer, because yeah, this is an immersive pack. It's already exciting and bringing me back for more. Speaking of bringing me back for more, VEC is coming out soon, or starting up soon. They've already come out with their details. They're going to be using these 5 cars in the upcoming season, which is exciting because, yeah, these are Studio 397 cars. They're the official, real deal. That's what they're looking forward to using as well. So, I mean, all these cars are very, very fun. You're not going to go wrong with any of these cars, even the LMP3. It's still a fun car to drive. I just don't find it as appealing as some of these other cars. But that being said, I mean, these are going to be the cars for VEC. You know, they're not going to be using URD or anything like that. URD, United Racing Design, their cars aren't going to be balanced properly with Studio 397 cars, and it's going to be very difficult to do that anyways because they are separate developers. So I wouldn't bother picking up those cars in anticipation for VEC or holding out for those cars to be introduced to VEC. So it'll be these 5 cars, and it's going to be an exciting season. Like I said, if you like endurance racing, you should already own rFactor 2. And if you like these kind of cars, this is a must-have. So anyways, that'll be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you got to do, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, have a great day.